Hello, students. Today we are going to talk on basic accounting terms. These terms are more important, or in order to understand accountancy course, you need to understand first this basic accounting terms. First, we have is capital. The meaning of capital is the amount invested by the owner into the business that can be in the term that can be in the form of cash or it can be in form of asset. Second is drawings. Drawings is the amount which has been withdrawn by the owner into from the business that we called as drawings. Suppose let's say Rahul has started with a capital of 10 lakh rupees and withdrawn 1 lakh rupees from the business for his domestic use. So that 1 lakh would be called as drawings. Drawings is again can be in terms of cash or it can be in terms of any asset. Next, we have liabilities, an obligation to pay money to an outsider, that is in liability. So we have two types of liability. One is non-current liabilities and second is current liability. Non-current liabilities that you have to pay after 12 months, that is called as non-current liability or long-term liability, and current liabilities that you have to pay within 12 months. Goods, basically goods means in which we are dealing, or that is our basic day to day activity, that is called as goods. For example, if I am a dealer of furniture, then furniture would be considered as my goods. Then we have debtor, to whom we are selling goods on credit, they are called debtors. Suppose Rahul sold goods to Mahesh of rupees 20,000, then Mahesh is called debtor. Then creditor. Creditor means to whom, from whom we have purchased goods on credit, is called creditor. Then we have assets. Assets are economic resources or any resource which increase the earning capacity or which help in the earning capacity of the business. There are basically two types of assets. One is non-current assets and one is current assets. Third one is over here, that is fictitious asset. That is an exceptional case that I would be telling you. Non-current assets are fixed assets for which the benefit is more than 12 months. For example, we have furniture, we have vehicle, that are all fixed assets. Again, fixed assets are again divided into tangible and intangible assets. Tangible assets which have the physical existence, that are called tangible assets. Intangible assets, they do not have physical presence, but they are beneficial to the firm. That, for example, goodwill, copyright, trademarks, these are all intangible assets. Then next is current assets. Current assets whose benefit last for 12 months only. For example, stock is an example of current asset, data is an example of current asset, cash is example of current asset, bank is example of current asset. Now third one is fictitious asset. Fictitious asset is an expense for which you would be getting benefit for more than 12 months, or that has to be written off for more than one accounting period, that is your fictitious asset. The simple example for fictitious asset is advertisement suspense account, or deferred revenue expenditure is also an example of fictitious asset. Next is expenditure. Uh, First one is capital expenditure. Capital expenditure are those expenditure wherein you would be getting benefit for more than 12 months. That is purchase of an asset, creation of an asset, that is your capital expenditure. Suppose you purchase machinery, that is considered as capital expenditure which enhance your earning capacity. Revenue expenditures are those expenditures which are recurring in nature. So example is salary paid to the employee, electricity paid to an employee, that is a revenue expenditure. Then again, deferred revenue expenditure, we have earlier talked about this, that is fictitious asset is a deferred revenue expenditure that you have done expenditure and whose benefit would be more than one accounting period, that is a deferred revenue expenditure. Next is income. The formula for income is revenue minus expenses. Second formula is profit plus gain. Now what do you mean by profit? Profit is the amount which we have earned from our basic activity or basic operating activity of the business, that is your profit. And gain is profit earned from non-operating business or non-operating activity of the business, that is called profit. Let's take one example of income, how to calculate income. Mr. X is a dealer of garments. His sales during the year is 25 lakhs and his expense is 10 lakh. He sold one of his asset for 8 lakh and cost value was 6 lakh. Now over here his sales is 25 and 10 lakh is expense. So his earning from total earning or total profit from the business is 25 minus 10, that is 15 lakh is the profit from the business. That is his basic activity. And then we have gain is how much? That is 8 lakh asset he has earned from asset, that is 8 lakh and cost value is 6 lakh. So gain is rupees 2 lakh. So his total income of Mr. X is 15 plus 2, that is 17 lakh is the total income of Mr. X. Next we have purchase. What do you mean by purchase? Purchase means acquisition of goods in which we are dealing, that is we called as purchase. Strictly related to your basic day-to-day activity. Here I have given one example. Mr. X is a dealer of toys. He purchases toys of rupees 10 lakh and purchases vehicle of rupees 5 lakh and purchases machinery for packing to 1 lakh. So what is his total purchase? Now he has purchased toys also, vehicle also and machine also. But in this case toys would be considered as his purchase, vehicle and machine would be considered as an asset. So purchase basically means the goods in which you are dealing. There are two types of purchases. One is cash purchase and another one is credit purchase. Cash purchase means where you have paid instant payment to the supplier, that is we called as cash purchase. Now don't get confused with the word cash. Cash doesn't mean that you have to pay money in terms of cash only. It can be any form of payment. It can be in terms of check also. It can be online payment also. It can be in form of demand draft also. And last one is sales. Sale means selling of goods in which we are dealing. For example, if I am a dealer of furniture, then I am selling furniture, that would be called as sales. If I am a dealer of furniture, I am selling and machinery, that won't be considered as sales. So there are two types of sales. One is cash sales and one is credit sales. Again, credit sales means when we are selling goods to a customer on credit, that means he would be making payment in future, that is our credit sales. So that customer, again we have learned that term is called as debtor. So in this video we have learned about 13 accounting basic accounting terms that will be helpful for your next topic, that is your accounting equation. Thank you.